The Happy Cobblers is a 1952 Terrytoons cartoon directed by Eddie Donnelly and written by Tom Morrison, Bob Kuwahara, and Paul Terry. And this is basically the story of the elves and the shoemaker. And it starts off with a rather somber story of this elderly shoemaker who is no longer able to make shoes the way he used to, and he's certainly no longer selling shoes. And he goes to bed one night, fearing that he will have to shut up shop. And through the night, the elves, or the little cobblers, work hard at making up the shoes. And it's, as I said, very much the story of the elves and the shoemaker. When the cobbler wakes up, he thinks that his dog has created the shoes, which, to be fair, is about as logical as thinking little elves has come in the night and made the shoes, to his credit. And the king finds out about this, and the king orders a lot of shoes. Are they going to be able to fulfill this order? Well, I won't answer that question, but I wasn't sure what would happen with this or the direction it would take. I do feel like the last third of the cartoon is kind of not very well written. There's not a very well developed narrative in the final third. That's not to say I didn't like it, but visually it's attractive, but the way it plays out is it feels a bit of a cop-out, to be honest. It feels like they didn't really take the proper time to flesh out the narrative and have things make sense. So I didn't really love the final third of it, but nevertheless, I am a big fan of the story of the elves and the shoemaker in general. So I really liked this version of it. It's quite different. I don't think I've ever seen a version where the cobbler thinks it's the dog. It could be in other versions, but certainly none that come to mind. And as I said, the animation is really pleasing. The animation style is really nice. So I had fun with it. It's not perfect, but if you like the story of the elves and the shoemaker in general, then certainly The Happy Cobblers is worth checking out. Would I watch it again? Maybe eventually. The little Happy Cobblers do sing a pretty good song. There is a song in this that I rather liked, and the animation is really beautiful. The narrative needs a little bit of work, but in general, The Happy Cobblers is pretty good and one that I'm happy to recommend.